Hey guys, it's your favorite angry white woman, Tomi, here with Final Thoughts. Now let's talk about that crazy and radical notion that Americans come before the feelings of the hard left. And by feelings, I mean that mushy-gushy idea of having morals and values and compassion for other people. Blech. But holy crap, what a concept. It's called America First, and that's how we roll now. Let's talk about this hysteria going on about President Trump's Muslim ban. You guys, it's not a Muslim ban. Quit listening to what the mainstream media says. They just want to point out all the injustices in everything President Trump does. Y'all, if this was a Muslim ban, then over 40 other countries would be included in this order. Y'all should just be thankful that President Trump doesn't have the intelligence, patience, or discipline to put together a real Muslim ban. Plus, that also means he'd have to include countries that he does business with. Y'all know how he is about his money? Let's not get into all that. Now, I know this concept of placing American national security first is a shock to the system, especially after Barack Obama was so considerate of all those Muslims. What made him think he could treat those Muslims the same as us Christian Americans anyways? They're the ones who are responsible for all the terror attacks on our country, so there is nothing wrong with discriminating against that entire religion. Plus, saying all Muslims are terrorists is like saying all Christians are KKK members. And honey, I look good in white. And it's funny, I didn't see any of these bleeding heart protests back in 2011 when President Obama did absolutely nothing like this. Your precious old President Obama created an orderly, organized process as a response to a specific threat he obtained from 2 Iraqi refugees. And President Trump's executive order is nothing like that. I guess all you liberal snowflakes are also ignoring the fact that his executive order includes 7 countries that the Obama administration identified as a threat. And you better believe we are using that fact to justify this, because not one citizen of those 7 countries has killed an American since 1975. But it's not about that. It's about if Iraq, Iran, Sudan, Syria, Libya, Yemen, and Somalia are great places to be. And they're not. There's so much sand there, and all my ladies know how annoying it is when you get sand stuck in your bottoms. I don't know about y'all, but when President Trump grabs my pussy, I want it to be smooth and sand-free. And it's also worth mentioning that whatever hardship our country is going through, we rough and tough Republicans will always blame it on the last Democratic president. Because nothing is ever our fault. It was President Obama that allowed this refugee crisis in the first place. If his middle name wasn't Hussein, then we wouldn't have all these Muslims trying to come to our country to flee violence and religious persecution. God damn it, Obama. Thanks for having such an ethnic name. The American people elected Donald Trump to be president because he made a campaign promise to keep Americans safe. And the only way to keep his ignorant supporters happy is to use bigotry and racism to make them think he's keeping that promise. Now the swamp is freaking out because they're not used to an elected official actually carrying out such fascist promises. Discrimination makes them so uncomfortable. But the bottom line is, President Trump and his supporters have made it clear that they will prioritize white American Christian males above everyone else. And since I am a tolerant Christian woman, I am okay with that. What's so bad about it anyways? He just wants to lock us all together and tell us what to believe and how to live because he loves Americans. If President Trump loving Americans bothers you, well, that sounds like a personal problem. Because if you're a woman and you don't let President Trump love you or do anything to you because he's a star, well, you're probably a homosexual. And you might want to go see Vice President Pence about that. And if you're a man, well, we Republicans will make an exception for anything that works in our favor. So you get all up in that doughy Trump love. We're all for it. Oh, and he loves golden showers. Just a suggestion. And that's all for my final thoughts of the day. Bye, guys. Don't forget to follow me, and God bless.